Hey guys!
Hi guys,
So, for today's video, we are going to be kind of doing like a part 2 to a very previous video that we've done in the past. We're just going to ask questions you might be too afraid to ask your friends.
we have a lovely special guest. We brought our friend over here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name's T. Welcome to Dani Lex's channel.
We have other voices in the corner that don't want to be on camera, but
They may chirp in and out.
yeah, they might chirp when they feel.
Is he a bird?
Personally, honestly, I would have that.
I would have that, but anyways.
But without further ado, let's get into today's video, and just remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more.
Exactly. Do you have a note section if you like someone?
Is it something I would do? I don't think so, because I'm a person that, like, if I have a piece of information and it's linked to you, I'm forever going to remember that. I don't really think I need a note section.
Oh.
I'll remember it in context. If you ask me the question out of context, I'll be like, what the f*** are you talking about?
Yeah.
But no, usually, like, I remember I don't have an issue. Like, birthdays, I'm the first one to be like, oh, your birthday's in 3 days, it's in 2 days, and I'll be like, yeah, yeah.
I'm a bit like that as well. I feel like if someone tells me something, then I'm likely to remember it type thing. I don't feel like I now have to write it down to remember it. Unless it's actually something that I know I'm probably going to forget, because there's certain things I'm bad at.
Me? Probably something I'll do, because I'm cheesy. I'm a bit cheesy.
I mean, I hear that.
And you can be forgetful.
Sorry, what?
Did
The only man just make a noise?
Yeah,
the
sorry.
bird chirp?
No, because I heard the snigger. You got something you want to say? Yeah, I'm a bit cheesy, so that's something I would.
I think
But
it's
that you do.
sweet.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's not
like-
something that
I
I would do because I don't need to do. If you do go the extra mile, it's sweet to do that as well.
Can you go back to being friends after A, potentially going out, B, actually being in that relationship, or C, can you guys
like
go back to
one
being
night
friends?
stand?
Yeah, if it doesn't work out.
So many ways I can answer this. For me to say that you can, I think is a bit dumb, because obviously I'm the type of person where it's like, if we both agree to be cordial, I can do it.
Yeah.
But it's usually the other party that moves stupid. Because for some reason, I'm not going to say all men, but some men, they are not very good at like having you as a friend and just it
And
being
just being a
normal.
friend. Okay.
Yeah. Like some guys, like, you know, my bestie.
Yeah.
Like, we're really good, like, we're really close, we can hold hands and not feel the type of way, like, that's my bro, like, I love him, do you know what I mean? But for some reason, when you cross that line, they want to be all stupid, even if you've moved on. So, just based off the pure fact that the other party makes it difficult, I would say no.
Okay.
But if you have someone who's logical, who you had a friendship with, like, in the beginning, I
They
think...
just move on type thing.
Yeah, that's able to move on. I think there is a possibility, but I wouldn't say yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think it does. I think it is very guy specific. If that makes sense.
Not very mature, dang.
See, the thing is, right? Obviously, normally in this case, in this type of video, me and Daniella are Switzerland, but
Yeah, we
I'm
use
getting it
Switzerland.
today. So I'm not gonna say you can't be friends, but it all depends on the level of maturity you guys have.
Definitely.
That's the one.
Because realistically, you guys can go play horsey
Horsey.
outside. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. You guys can go do whatever outside, right? And then you guys can come back and just feel no type of way about it. But yeah, you guys can be friends. But I do believe there's always that underlying tone that something can start from it.
Yeah.
If one person says it. If not, then you guys are just gonna be friends. If that makes sense.
I think it ties into the whole like, can guys and girls be just friends?
Girl, that was one of my next questions.
Should we just go into
let's go. Okay. Can guys and girls just be friends?
It kind of ties into it.
To an extent, and let me tell you why. Because I was having this discussion with someone.
Damn.
Sorry, and then
Straight up. She was like, I'm gonna answer that.
I'm gonna let you explain this after. Don't worry, I'm coming to ask you.
Okay, no,
but
sure.
I say to an extent because apparently, not all guys, before I hear a little sound, not all guys,
No, he's okay with that.
He's good with that.
but apparently guys, but with girls, we could be friends with like, sometimes anyone, not always, but you know. But apparently with guys, it's more in the sense of they're only friends with people they're attracted to. And I'm like, so you never really wanted me as a friend?
You just found me pretty.
Pretty.
This boy be in my DM say I'm pretty.
But anyways, yeah, it's just a case of like, not that you can't, but that was my spiel in it. Go on, T.
I would say, like, I agree with that, just because, like, I do have male platonic friendships, but then I've also had friendships where, like, they fobbed me off because there's a more prettier girl, and I'm like, I never wanted you like that, I just wanted to be cool.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, you're a bit weird for that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm always gonna say it's just the men that aren't really able to just see you
as a friend
because they're very objective. Like, she's pretty, I like her. If I have a chance with her, I'm gonna try it.
Take
yeah.
And maybe they're not gonna do it like straight off the bat. They're gonna use the friends thing to make a basis and then go for it.
Create the foundation.
Exactly. If you like me personally, I think if you like me, don't try and take that step. Come to me and say, this is the flex I'm on. Then we can say, okay, now I know what your intentions are.
See where this goes.
We can see where it goes. Rather than you say, yeah, I'm trying to be your friend under false pretenses.
And then like on the background is
they're trying to
don't do that. Don't do that, because in my head I already thought that's my bro. Like, you're not going anywhere. You're my little bro. Like, anyway, just know your place.
Not you find out a lot, but you almost can see without it being directly told you
Yeah.
when you start to call them like brothers, like, oh, like you're like my sibling, that kind of stuff. I feel like you really then
like,
see
oh,
it. Like, you're like, damn, like I'm just a bro. Like, I feel like that's when you notice it without them having to say it.
No, sometimes when they say it out of pure like, I've been doing this for you and I've been doing that for you. It's like,
okay, but no one likes you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That too.
As my friend, if you're doing this, I'm not expecting it that you're doing it because you want
For an
something.
incentive.
I'm expecting you're doing it because you're my friend. So for you to then say, oh, but I did this and I did that and you're not going to give man a chance. Ooh, that's a terrible attitude.
That line.
That's a disgusting attitude. No wonder you don't get girls. Look at you.
Hold on a second. Do you care about boy/girl besties?
Why do you want a girl bestie? I'm literally supposed to be your partner and your best friend.
Okay, I'm being a bit of devil's advocate here.
Don't be no devil's advocate, Alexis.
Before
if you like your life.
Before they met you.
You know what's so funny?
I'm gonna get you to chime in to that question because you're making
facial expression.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm not even gonna get too deep into it yet. But obviously, my partner knows. There was a situation where he was friends with a girl, and I'm a relatively good judge of character, so I'm able to say someone's iffy.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have the reason, but I can be like,
you can
sense off.
Something, yeah.
And you know, I've been telling him, I said, this girl's iffy. I know she's your dog. There was an altercation that ended up happening afterwards. People started beefing, some people almost got set up. And I said, you know what's so mad? When I said she was iffy, you didn't want to believe me. So that's why I'm very particular, because I know how girls move. If I've met the girl and I'm comfortable with the girl and I don't feel there's nothing there, then cool. You can be the friend, but just know your place. So realistically, now I'm sat here and I'm thinking, you don't really need any female besties if it's not me. And if you didn't meet them through me, or they're not my friends, let's say, because I'm more comfortable with him being around you than some trash on the road, then that's it.
Jumping like off what you're saying, I think if I feel comfortable with said girl that he's close friends with, then that's like one thing. But if I feel like she's moving booty, she's moving some type of way, or like she's almost trying to
passive aggressive,
like tilt her way into the relationship, I'm like, nah, like you need to cut it off, because I don't want to do the whole it's me or her business.
Oh, girls have good instinct though. That's
that's what I mean. It's not
a woman's intuition.
It's got nothing to do with like it's me or her, because I never want to be put, like I wouldn't want to be put in that position myself. But if I can see something's happening, you're not listening to me, then we're gonna have a problem here, because it's just not gonna work. But I do agree, like I should just be your ultimate best friend. I should just.
Who else do you tell your secrets to? Who else do you tell your secrets
going to gossip to?
Come on.
Alexis, like, do I even want to answer now?
No. Next question.
Oh, Baddie. Baddie, do you want your 2 cents?
I called him Mr. Chirpy because I couldn't remember the name.
I mean, I don't see a massive problem as long as they respect boundaries.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. That's what I feel like.
But you know, from a guy's perspective, that some guys will do a certain type of thing.
No, of course. Like if it starts going into like towards that direction, then you have to cut it off. Because clearly his intentions are no longer to be your friend. Like, he now wants you more than a friend. But if you can keep it on a friendship basis, then there isn't a problem.
What do you believe makes wifey/husband material?
Someone who's serious and doesn't play games. Full stop.
Fair enough.
Like,
short and snappy to the point.
Yeah, because I got with my man 3 months into us dating. I was like, I'm not playing these games with you. Like, we talk or we don't talk.
You're like, what 2P?
You shit was so hard. You shit was so hard. But I was like, I'm not doing this whole we're chatting and when we're doing this, are we exclusive or not?
Like
nah,
cool.
Forth. Yeah, like we decided we were going to be exclusive and get to know each other, and if it doesn't work out, we respected it. I
agree to that, because it's not necessarily you have to make me your girlfriend within 3 months, but as long as I know I'm the only person you're talking to.
Because I don't like speaking to 5 million people at one time. I'll mix up the names. Like,
I'm tired eventually.
So I'm like, let me get to know you. If it don't work out, then I can respect it didn't work out, and I committed to that.
I get that.
So after that, I'm like, cool. We're not playing the games. We clearly like each other. What we doing?
Yeah.
What
I
we
feel like
doing?
sometimes you have to have those conversations. Because if you don't bring it up, who is going to bring it up? Kind of thing.
No, I was very straightforward from the beginning. I ain't doing this with you, bro. If you want me, you want me. If you don't, get the out of my face.
Someone else gonna want me.
Period.
I was gonna say. Yeah, as I do agree with like your statement.
Well, that's crazy, Alexis.
The way everyone's like, yeah.
Go on.
I do agree with your statement. But what I want to add on is a case of someone that has their like priorities in check, but at the same time, I haven't got my priorities in check, so that's a bit, iffy. But just as long as you know that you're in the right mental state to like partake in
A relationship.
Yeah.
That's fair game.
No, it's true, because you don't want to be with someone that essentially holds you back, because it's like they're not ready to be in a relationship, but they don't also want to let you go. If that makes sense. So I do agree to that.
Yeah, I hear that.
And then this is where I'm being advocate. In the sense of, you can be my husband or you can be my husband. There's 2 different meanings to that.
There's levels to the ways.
Yeah, so it's also a case of one is more significant than the other.
That's like my man and my man.
Yeah. That's my man, and that's my man.
That's my man.
So I think I'm gonna say the difference between it, in my opinion, is, and I say this with a pinch of salt. I'm saying with a pinch of salt what I'm about to say.
Is it pink banana salt?
I'm not saying me. I'm just saying in general. It's a case of one is probably a lot more serious than the other person. Oh God.
But that's what I was saying though. Someone that you take serious and like obviously given people might have things going on and mental health and all of that. Exactly, as everyone does, but getting down to the nitty gritty is like if they're playing the games then that's not your husband or your wifey, like it's long.
They just don't care.
They don't
Point
care.
blank.
Yeah.
On the first date, right? Who should pay? And before you answer that, if you go halves, what does that mean to you?
Realistically, I feel like whoever asks to go on the date should be the person who pays. Traditionally, it's very easy to be like, the men should pay, because that's what we've been taught. And sometimes I like to be like, you know what, you should pay. But at the end of the day,
princess.
But at the end of the day, we're more evolved now, so I feel like if someone has asked, they should be covering it. Unless you make it clear that, okay, I would like to go out with you, but I don't necessarily have the funds. It's different.
Yeah.
Rather
if you're
than
open
about it beforehand, then it's different. I'd like to probably do half of you, because I don't have everything to like do the most today. But at least we're not gonna be at the table and you're like, yeah, let's do Dutch. Excuse me? Oh, bounce so quickly. If you had the communication with me and been honest with me from the beginning, then I would have been like, okay, cool, fair enough. Not everyone has it. But if we go halves, typically, at a point, I think you would be relatively serious if you're going halves and halves and halves. Because that means that you probably are looking to get your own joint bank account, or you're thinking,
wow.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't know he was going to go down that road.
But if you want to go halves on every single day and you're asking me to go out places every single time,
I think it is nice to both you treat the guy and then the guy treat you type thing. I don't think it has to always be
the guy
one-sided.
Yeah.
No, okay. On the first date. I'm a bit of a devil's advocate here. I'm two-sided.
Why are you doing this?
You've been
I know, but I'm
why can't be Alexis is?
I know. Normally I'm Switzerland. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I do agree with whoever asked pays, but not me. But in general, I would say because I'm very old school. However, I'm very old school, so in the sense of but at the same time, I don't like people pay. Me personally, I don't like people pay for me. I'd rather just pay for myself.
So pick one.
I know. It's
Which
very
one is
weird.
it?
I know.
With Alexis, right?
It's very hard.
When it comes to these things, you just need to make the executive decision that you're doing it. Because if you ask, Alexis just going to be like,
I've played Uno with her, I know.
So, with Alexis, you just need to be like, yeah, I'm paying. here.
But you see, the thing is, if I'm gonna pay, it doesn't necessarily mean like I don't want to see you again. Because most people, when they say if you pay on the first day or you go halves, you're not seeing each other again. That's not necessarily the case.
I think that just needs to be. It depends your context and like how it's happened for you.
I think it's really easy.
My
to
context,
be like,
I would just pay for mine and then you pay for yours. I'm happy. Like I'm happy with that.
if you're happy with that, then that's cool.
Exactly.
You know, not
It's
everybody
what
is.
you're
So
okay
you know, not everybody is.
Anything else you want to add, Alexis?
Any more devil's advocate?
No, you know what? I've said my piece. I believe if some people, okay, so let's say hypothetically speaking, I'm not being a devil advocate. Hypothetically speaking, if I ask somebody here to be like, hey, let's go out, I'm expecting them to pay.
It was silent.
I'm joking.
I'm not joking. My eyes open. I'm looking at you.
Hypothetically speaking, but obviously that's not going to be the case, guys.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I
just feel like whoever asks the person out should pay. Simple. Whether if it's the girl that asks the guy out, she should pay. If the guy asks the girl out, he should pay.
But what if you're taking that little bit?
But I feel like the guy is most likely to pay anyways because he wants to impress
Or be chivalrous, because chivalry apparently is dead these days. So
it's gone.
I don't know.
Because, you know, anyways.
Anyway, yeah.
Next question.
It's getting personal, guys.
Yeah. In the sense of getting people to contribute here, is it true that guys actually know within the first 10, 15 minutes of meeting the person
What they want out of it?
Yeah. Is it true? The way all of that
It's a color.
So we're gonna think that's a yes. Apparently, it's true.
But to be fair,
No comment.
Huh?
No, you can't plead the fifth. Come on.
I can't plead the fifth.
I can. You
So
can't.
I've all the questions. Now I can't plead the fifth.
Just this one question.
You have to
you gotta know.
I mean, technically, because obviously looks is an attraction. So technically, by the time they've looked at you, they've kind of known.
So they're not thinking with their head. Okay, that's fine.
They are with their heads.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's the thing with both.
Okay, but when you finish thinking with that head,
Damn.
does the other head
Does the
stop?
other head stop to
Because
work?
Mhm.
Let me clarify. This is the top head this time.
Oh. Yeah.
Starts to work after a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So when do you decide actually they're more sneaky link material?
This is a very safe place, don't worry.
Based on the conversation, I guess. I think the more you like converse with the person, like you kind of.
So what the girl alludes to?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Like if she shuts up shop, like says no, I'm not interested, then you kind of know, okay, cool. There's no point trying. But if you see that she kind of entertains a flirt, slightly back and forth, then you think, you know what?
Well, what if she's just a flirty person? Or
Do you
wants
know
something
what?
out of it?
Yeah.
What happens then?
Apparently, we're
Then
really flirty.
I think it's.
Yeah, but
Honestly.
us girls
Sorry,
are quite.
sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
Girls are quite flirty. That's what she's saying.
Because I think, do you know what it is? Sometimes we're really nice, and sometimes the
It
nice
comes
gets,
across.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
But
I
that's
think
not
that
what we're
too.
trying to. That's why I link back to the whole guys aren't really great at being friends with girls, because girls will be nice about, even though they're
Just
being a
in
bit
general,
flirty,
yeah.
but obviously guys will take it as she likes you personally.
She's interested.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, back to
Continue.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise.
But when you recover, you're
Damn.
trying
If
to.
I recover.
No, when?
Sorry, boss.
You're welcome.
She said sorry, and she said you're welcome.
You're good.
Okay. How long are you willing to be in a talking stage, and at what point do you decide to leave?
I already told you.
Yeah,
I said I was
Yeah, it
in a talking
circles back
stage
to what other
for
questions.
3 months maximum, because after that you're wasting my life.
But very quickly, if
Because-
you don't mind me asking this question. So after the 3 months, was there a exclusive or was it a we're moving straight into?
We were exclusive like at 1 month.
Okay.
So it was like you and I are getting to know each other. That is it. There's no other players in the game. That is it. 3 months. We liked each other a lot, and I was like, listen, let me tell you something. I'm not willing to be in this middle ground, because I'm a very much like, I'm gonna love you with everything, or I'm gonna be like, and I will actually treat you like a booty call. So it's down to you to put your big boy pants on and decide which one you want to do. Because if you want to be booty call, oh, it's a different game.
Different storyline we're going to
Exactly.
go through.
Different ball game.
I was not about to wait around for 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. We've been chilling for long enough for you to know how you feel about me.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Be honest. Locate your balls. And
I think
let's have this
sometimes a lot of it is being like vocal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, even if it backfires, but at least you know you said it.
At least you
like,
know
you
you
said your
stand.
piece.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the question? How long does talk stage up? A month max. To be frank, let me tell you why. Because I semi don't believe a talking stage exists. I don't think it exists. Everyone's going to be like, what? And let me explain why I don't think it exists.
Unless you already know this person.
No, in the sense of, for me personally, I don't think a talking stage exists. Mainly because I feel like it's a waste of time. I think it's more in the sense of, a talking stage in the sense is just getting to know someone, but because of this day and age, you have the ability to waste time with different people and then not put a label on it or whatever. Because like, think of it like 2 years down the line and you ask someone, oh, what are you guys? You're like, no, we're just still talking.
Yeah, but then that's when
you know?
That's where there you have to decide like, look, this
Yeah.
ain't gonna go on for any longer.
Which is why now if I'm to say like, oh, follow-up answer to the question, how long will I stay? A month.
Good.
You know what it is? It's difficult.
Did you say good?
He said cat.
Oh, I thought you said good.
You know what it is, yeah? Some people get by because
I love
men are very fickle. They will treat you like their girlfriend and they love you and all of this and da 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 da. But then at the end of the day, it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and then you want to commit to them, and they say,
No, it wasn't
You're not
even
my
that.
girl.
Yeah.
but you're not my
See,
girl.
if I speak,
That
I'm
would drive.
the bad
That would
guy
turn
now.
me insane. Like I would have to check myself in.
See, if I speak, I'm the villain now. So we're not.
I
gonna
would
do that,
actually.
but
What do you mean? But that's why I think it's important to have these conversations off the bat. And I've learned like sometimes it might come across too blunt almost or too harsh. But
So?
I've learned in the long run, like if you're not straight up with someone from the get go, you will be that person 7 years down the line, still wondering what you are.
You know I did that. I was like, what? You have a girl now? Yeah. So when people ask you if you're single, you're what? I'm taken. Good.
Yeah.
You have a girlfriend? You're in a serious relationship? Yeah. Good. Good.
Either way, I still think obviously each couple is different, like as in you follow what you're comfortable with type thing. So obviously not everyone's gonna have like the same standpoint of how long or whatever should last. But I think as long as in that relationship or whatever you want to call it, you're secure and like you know where you stand, then cool for you.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you know type thing and you're not sitting there thinking like you're thinking one thing and realistically the guy is doing
But that always
a
happens.
180.
That always happens, and it feels like a personal attack, yeah. Because I'm like, why? Yes.
no, finish what you're gonna say then.
Because I'm like, why are men so wicked? Why would you do that? Because you know that you're leading her on. You know that you're playing these games.
Exactly. I think
And the whole
just
time,
don't do it.
the whole time they're sat there saying, "Oh,
she's not my
but you're
girl."
not my girl."
Yeah,
But
why you getting mad?
I'm with other girls, but why are you moving like that? You're not even my girl. I haven't even asked you to be my girlfriend.
Or the personal favour, why are you moving crazy for?
No.
No, stop.
No, let me say something for free.
Because then you will see what crazy is.
Let me say for free. We're not the crazy ones. It's because you guys now have come and manipulated the situation to make it seem like we're mad.
We're the crazy ones.
Go.
No, it's not Cap. Get out of no, don't get out of here.
Don't get out of here, man.
Oh, it's not Cap, man.
Mr. Chirpy, what's your standpoint on this?
Isn't it? Because you seem to have a lot of extracurricular going on.
What was the question?
I'm dying.
No, that's that.
You said extracurricular.
I think it's just down to the individual, like when they feel like.
No, why are you being boring for?
No,
you have.
No, it's true though. It's true. Let's be honest with you. Like, if you have your what's the word I'm looking for?
Trauma?
No, not trauma, but
Don't know where to go with this. Personal reasons?
no, like standards and stuff like that, and you know what you want, then clearly you know when it's time for someone to take you seriously. And if you see that the person that you're talking to isn't trying to lead you into that route, then technically you're meant to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you've now decided to stay and still be hopeful, you've now made that decision.
Okay, yeah, but the question is like for you.
How long would it
As Mr.
last?
Chirpy, what is the time period? No, I'm not revealing his identity. I don't get in trouble. What is the fixed time period that you would say da 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 da? Otherwise, I'm locking it off, sort of thing.
I feel like
2 months. I mean,
Don't be shy.
we're kind of managing, you know. So
I'd
it's
say
like 2
like
months.
2-3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
That you stay talking to this person before you made it official. Is that what you? Just to clarify.
To make it official or E?
Yeah, that's what. But that's what the question is. How long would you?
How long
are you going on until you're like, okay, you know what?
This is my babes.
Yeah.
Like babes,
Like, we're
girlfriend, babes.
together.
Yeah.
If someone asks me what's my status, I am taken with this guy.
And now you got a headache.
Question could get me incriminated. Let's just say 2-3 months.
Until you make it official.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Cut the cameras. So what's keeping you?
What's keeping me from what? You haven't cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Sorry, I was told to cut the camera. Anyways,
thank you guys so much for watching our video. Please make sure to check out Dani and Lex and subscribe and like and comment. And yes.
You know, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know,
got some intel, kind of.
Yeah. Share the video with the
it's
friends.
Sorry, but yeah, it was lovely having you guys this week.
Yep, it was very fun.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Always.
Period.
And we love you guys. We will see you next week. Maybe
shall.
we'll bring our friends in again. I don't know about the side chick in the corner, but we'll bring in our friend Juice.
Swear.
Yeah.
I'm regular now.
Yeah, you know what? You're part of our you're part of the headquarters at this point.
Yeah, you can. You're included in the headquarters.
I love this.
Yeah.
It's great. Survive.
But anyways, we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.